Welcome to PinPoint Document Management System. The dashboard here is a quick window into what you've been working on recently and what you need to work on. The gallery view will enable us to review files within a folder quickly. Let's open a folder and review some files. We have many different cabinets, but for this example, let's pretend that we're opening up a patient and their consent forms. Here inside of the subdivider within the folder, we can look at the thumbnail view or a list view of those files. Here we've taken a list view of another record, and I have a choice of actually viewing all the documents at one time. So rather than having to open them and go between them, I can open all of those different files at once. I could even compare those files by clicking onto and asking for it to send me a comparison report. Now, on a search screen, I'm simply going to ask for some content within that folder, and it found one particular document. Here I can get a short view or a small view of the document with all its information. I can also look at the history to see who's ever updated this before, added to it, checked it out, or had workflow. I could also look if there are any notes inside with what we refer to as the discussion board, so all notes are kept in the system. And here's workflow history for that particular document, what's active and what's ongoing. If there are versions of the document, I could actually show the versions, who versioned them, and I could actually view those different versions and compare. If I'd like to look at the file or update it with annotations or sign, I can click here and look at the file with all of the information found on the right. Now I'm going to select all these files and I'm going to email. When I email, I have the choice of emailing the files as is or as PDFs. If you'd rather not email the files, you can send a link to those people and select an expiration date, and they'll only be able to look at those files at that link for that long. You could also encrypt the files. When you send the files, you could actually type in your email here using a personal or company list. You also have the ability to have templates, so it'll fill in the information, and it's basically a mail merge form. Sending this as a link rather than the document, the person that receives the email will notice on the left they can click on the file they'd like to open and review that file. Now, when it comes to searching a system, you can use all of the different filters that you'd like, such as date ranges, such as words or content within the document. Here I'm going to look for two different words or phrases only. Again, I could qualify even more. We have tags and workflow, so I can even look deeper. Here are the documents that it returned from that search. If I open up any of these by using the action button, I can notice, based on the fact that I was looking for those two words or phrases, I could see within the content both of those words where they were located. Now let's say, for example, we're putting an employee policy together using all of these documents that might have been worked on by the team. We're going to merge those, and you'll notice that there's Word and Excel and PowerPoint files in this particular book. I can submit the order in which I'd like them and give this policy a name. I also can have the system automatically page number all of the documents starting at the beginning and numbering all those at a particular location. The system can build a table of contents for me automatically, as well as a cover page. And if you make this an addition, it simply means that if anybody updates or versions any of the documents that contains, it will also version those books that have it in there. I currently opened up my workflow screen and clicked on one of the documents that are waiting for my review. In fact, here's a document with the cover page and a merged file with the table of contents and all of the documents that it pertains to. I can also look at the information in the system as to the workflow and to see the Gantt chart of who has it, which would be me in this case. It shows that I'm overdue and who gets it next. I can also open up files, or I can open up even forms. So our system has a forms library where I can open up a form and fill that out. That could even start up a workflow when the file is filled out, and in fact we have what's called workflow business rules, which enables the system to actually workflow or send it to the proper people based on information. Here, if I was going to digitally sign a document, I can digitally sign it, as well as I can send the document to others that are outside the system through DocuSign. Through reports, I can run both visual type reports and data reports that I can click and export the information immediately. Within our system included is a contact management system, which will enable you to keep track of contacts, whether this are employees, customers, patients, could even be projects. And you can link directly to the documents by clicking on the document button. Also, filing documents can be done very quickly by simply taking all of your files, drag them into a screen we call Smart Scan, and our system will automatically figure out where to file them. Here you're seeing from the Microsoft Suite for Outlook and Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, you can simply check in and out documents directly from those products. Here, I don't even have to go into the system and file them. I could have a batch of files, and the system will automatically file those for me by simply clicking the button. Wanted to thank you for taking a look at our system. Please contact us or visit us at our website, lsspdocs.com.